We're hunting in northwest Pennsylvania in the late season with my old school Flintlock muzzleloader. It's New Year's Eve and Wired Outdoors starts right now. Hello and welcome to Wired Outdoors. As you can see, we're in the late season here in northwest Pennsylvania and it is cold out. It's single digits, but absolutely one of my favorite times of the year to hunt. And on this hunt, this is one of those hunts where what can go wrong will go wrong. But you know what? In the end, it all works out.
Well, the plan was to stay here all evening, but just so happens I have about 5 beagles running rabbits right behind me and all the thick stuff. They've been back here for about 15 minutes. So we're gonna pull up and head out and go to a different spot. We might even sit on the ground somewhere and see if we get lucky. But yeah, kind of a bummer. I was really looking forward to hunting this tonight, but you never know. Maybe something will happen. Okay. It's been a wild night. We're here in the second season, the late season in northwest Pennsylvania. And we were hunting over one of our Whitetail Institute food plots. And about 5 beagles came through and decided they were going to run rabbits all night. So we went across the other side of the hill to another one of our food plots. And the Amish decided they were going to go play in the woods. So now we're over here at another place. You maybe remember this spot. Kyle shot a nice doe here a couple years ago at this flintlock using the old 50 cal. This is my dad's Thompson Center, so it's kind of one of those hunts that we just threw together and we had to get somewhere fast, so we're gonna sit tight. There's been a lot of deer coming out in this field. We just need one to come close enough, so we'll sit tight.
It happens so many times this time of year. These deer like to move right at dark, and we were fortunate early on. We did see a few deer, but they are way too far away, and it's about 20 minutes of legal shooting light, about not 5-10 minutes left in camera light, and I look down through the woods and here comes some deer. Stay on her. She's going to the right. Okay, we just had 4 deer come out. She was about 50 yards. Right at dark. You can see it's getting dark. And it was now or never, and I've been hunting hard. And I really want to fill a tag and put some meat in the freezer. Hunting with the 50 cal Thompson Center. So it was a little wee bit farther than I wanted to shoot. It looked like I hit her. She jumped pretty good, so we're gonna go out here and see if we have any blood, but we're probably gonna let her go for a little bit. Okay, you saw earlier, it was getting right close dark. Put a shot on this doe and we marked it off. She was a little bit farther than what I thought. She ended up being a little bit over 50 yards, closer to 60 yards, and I like to shoot inside that 50 yard. But we know that we hit her, so we found a little bit of blood, so we gave her about 2 hours. Andy Tracer was showing me earlier tonight, it is New Year's Eve, and obviously he had plans with the missus, so she wasn't going to let him stay here and track a deer with me, so I called in reinforcements, and Field Staffers Bob Bowser and Mike Wygor here with me now. and we have blood, so we're gonna get on the trail here and see if we can't find her, see if we can't, you know, with muzzleloader sometimes it takes them a little while to open up, so we're gonna go down here and see if, keep our fingers crossed and hope she's down here in the woods a ways. Okay, as you can see, we have some really good blood. I was a little nervous at first. We were just kind of getting spots here and there, but it looks like she's really opening up. So we're gonna keep going. We have this fresh snow, really easy to follow, so we're gonna keep going here. We've already went maybe, I don't know, she's ran from where I shot her probably 200 yards already. So I'm hoping soon that we find her piled up or laying down or something. So we're gonna go here, but we have really good blood, so we'll see. Okay, I am happy to report we found my doe, but she is down in some of the thickest, gnarliest pines. We couldn't even get the camera in there. And so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go drag her out, but I'm really happy. She went, what guys, maybe 150 yards, 200 yards after she got in the woods. So she went about 400 yards total, but really happy. I'll bring in New Year's like this every single year. It's New Year's Eve tonight here with good friends. We're gonna go down and get her and drag her out and show all you guys she's a big old doe, so I'm pretty excited. Okay, as you can see, we recovered my doe from tonight, and I was a little bit worried at first when we watched the footage. We weren't quite sure where exactly the shot was. It was right at dark when these guys stepped out, and you can see hit her a little wee bit forward. We actually went and marked it off. It was right about 60 yards, a little bit farther than I like to shoot. I misjudged that yardage, but really happy to make a good shot and find her. And tonight is New Year's Eve, and Andy Tracer was filming me, you know, when I shot this girl, but his wife said it was time for him to get home. They were going out to eat, so Bob and Field Staffer Wags were kind enough to come down and help me out. And we have a big day planned tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow?
Plunge in the Allegheny River.
Yeah, we're gonna jump in the Allegheny River. You can see it's what, 8 degrees right now? Yeah. Seems like a good idea, but it's for a really, really good cause. We do it every single year, raising money for Camo Cares and a whole bunch of other charities. And you know, Bob, he's the guy that gets that done and runs that event. So we're gonna be jumping in the river tomorrow, bringing in the New Year's. Can't think of a better way to bring in my New Year's than shooting a doe with the old school 50 cal Flintlock Muzzleloader. This is my dad's. Really, really proud to be able to take this deer with it. And I want to thank Bob and Wags for coming down and helping me out. And thank you all for joining us on Wired Outdoors. I absolutely love hunting the late season here in Northwest Pennsylvania. And whether it's a doe or a buck, these deer have been shot at, pressured all year long. So I was really, really fortunate to be able to take this big old doe. And I tell guys and gals, I know so many people at the end of the bow season, the rifle season, they're hanging up the bows, they're hanging up the gun. You do not know what you're missing out on here in the second season. And I want to thank everybody out there for joining us on Wired Outdoors.
Hello. Alright, wait till it turns. I'll tell you when, not yet. Okay. If you got it, go ahead. All right. Squeeze.